Hello, Commanders fans. Today we have some hot news that you can't miss, so get ready because there's a lot of important information coming your way. Before we begin, we'd like to take this opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, and stay up to date on all the news about our Washington Commanders. Don't forget to leave a like, which greatly strengthens our community and helps bring this content to the most passionate fans of the team. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. Washington Commanders interview promising Seahawks defensive assistant for defensive coordinator position. The Washington Commanders have a new name in the running for the defensive coordinator position. While Wednesday's expectation revolved around the interview of Brian Flores, defensive coordinator of the Minnesota Vikings, with the team, a Seattle Seahawks assistant was also recently interviewed by the Commanders. Carl Scott, defensive backs coach and passing game coordinator for the Seahawks, met with the team to discuss the defensive coordinator position, according to John Keim of ESPN. Scott, 40, has been with Seattle since 2022, when former coach Pete Carroll hired him to coach the secondary. When Carroll was fired after the 2023 season, new coach Mike Macdonald kept Scott. Considering that Macdonald is a defense-focused coach, he was clearly impressed with Scott's work. Scott's secondary defense has been a key part of Seattle's success. He has overseen the development of numerous young players, including Devin Witherspoon, Tariq Woolen, Josh Jobe, Kobe Bryant, Ty Okada, and rookie Nick Emenwari. Scott began his coaching career in 2007 as an assistant coach at Delta State. In 2008, he moved to Tusculum, where he served as defensive secondary coach for 4 seasons. Scott moved to southeastern Louisiana in 2012, where he served as linebackers coach for 2 years, before being promoted to defensive coordinator in 2014. He then spent a year at Louisiana Tech as a secondary coach. This helped him take another rung on the career ladder, and in 2015 he joined Texas Tech as a defensive backs coach. In 2018, he joined Alabama, where he spent the next 3 seasons coaching defensive backs. Scott is another name to watch, and he could even bring 1 or 2 Seattle players to the Commanders this offseason. If Quinn is concerned about him being a rookie offensive coordinator, why did he interview him? Quinn could shadow Scott closely, at least at the start of the season. The key to hiring a rookie offensive coordinator is surrounding him with plenty of veteran experience. The Commanders may be facing a blockbuster trade that will shake up the NFL. Adam Peters secured 2 blockbuster trades during the 2025 offseason. A few months prior, the Washington Commanders struck a surprising deal with the New Orleans Saints for cornerback Marshawn Lattimore. This signaled the general manager's ambition to go further and reach the Super Bowl. The situation has become complicated for Peters. Most fans expect a return to the original plan this offseason. However, this hasn't stopped one NFL analyst from placing the Commanders at the center of speculation about another major offseason trade capable of shaking the league's foundations. This would be surprising. The Commanders only have 6 picks in the 2026 NFL Draft, and there are many gaps in the roster. Giving up a fortune in a trade represents another bold gamble. Still, Peters won't hesitate if he has genuine conviction. The Commanders should make a bold trade for edge rusher Max Crosby. Alex Ballentine of Bleacher Report predicted that the Washington Commanders would be the perfect destination for the Las Vegas Raiders defensive end Max Crosby. The analyst believes that 2 first-round picks and 1 fifth-round pick would be enough to finalize the deal, which could propel a rapid recovery in Washington if this scenario materialized. The Commanders are a perfect fit. They have about $89.8 million in salary cap space and the potential for a major recovery next season with healthy Jaden Daniels. Washington's struggles this season give them the advantage of a top 10 pick to offer Las Vegas. Dan Quinn would get the elite pass rusher they need to improve the Commanders' defense. And the Raiders could potentially add a quarterback with the first overall pick and a key defensive prospect with the 7th pick. Crosby is an exceptional player. He has shown no desire to leave Las Vegas, but the AFC West team is going through a transition phase. Acquiring as many draft picks as possible will only help rebuild the team, and the five-time Pro Bowl selection, edge rusher, is the team's most valuable asset right now. The Raiders neutralized Crosby late in the game, which reportedly didn't please him much. Trading him seems drastic, but there would be a queue of interested parties ready to start a bidding war if Las Vegas proved more receptive to offers. Whether the Commanders would enter the fray is another question. If things had gone better this season, it would be a different story. That wasn't the case, and Washington may decide to build the right way instead of investing more resources in a single star player. That would solve. The Commanders' dream of reaching their $48 million goal has moved even closer after a low-key farewell. The Washington Commanders have a lot of work ahead of them in terms of personnel this offseason. Much of the attention is focused on overhauling the defense, expected with the hiring of a new coordinator, but General Manager Adam Peters can't ignore the offensive weapons surrounding Jaden Daniels ahead of a crucial third year for the dynamic quarterback. There are many unknowns here as well. Terry McLaurin will be the focal point, and we hope he can stay healthy next season. Luke McCaffrey and Jalen Lane are exceptional players returning to the team, but they remain question marks in the passing attack. After them, the roster is depleted unless there's a contract extension agreement. One of the most pressing issues is the future of Deebo Samuel Sr. The versatile receiver has proven to be a useful addition for nothing more than a fifth-round pick. However, he's already over 30, and offering him a new contract won't be cheap. Keeping him around makes sense at the right price. At the same time, the All-Pro knows this is his last chance to secure a lucrative contract, whether in Washington or elsewhere. The Commanders may have the opportunity to sign Romeo Doubs as a free agent. It will be interesting to see what happens, but Peters should be making alternative plans, and it seems that a potential free agent target has just said goodbye to his current employer on social media. Romeo Doubs' rookie contract with the Green Bay Packers has come to an end. He finished his tenure on a high note with a sensational performance in the wild-card round loss to the Chicago Bears in the playoffs. Even so, it wasn't hard to decipher the subtext of his last Instagram post, which seemed like a retrospective of his journey with the NFC North team before seeking new opportunities elsewhere. I'm not entirely sure what the future holds for Packers wide receiver Romeo Doubs, who will soon be a free agent, but the tribute he posted on Instagram is truly great. If he does leave, his numbers in his last game are quite a farewell. 8 receptions, 124 yards, 1 TD, and 11 receptions. This should put the Commanders on high alert. Doubs is young and on the rise. He's coming off a career-best season in every category, and while he never came close to 1,000 receiving yards, he was also never a legitimate number 1 or number 2 option for very long. According to SpotTrack, Doubs is expected to receive an annual salary of $12 million on a 4-year, $48 million contract. Washington has more than enough cash available to make him a decent offer, and the chance to continue his career catching passes from Daniels is another strong point.